What's going on, everyone? This is your boy AshTheMan, anime lover, gamer guy here, and we are here to talk about the To the Abandoned Sacred Beast, Episode 5, Gargoyle's Judgment. Yes, as the title you is being informing you is that we're talking about the Gargoyle this week, in which is Topher, Christopher Kynes, what Kenais, if you want to pronounce his name correctly, but Topher was pretty much like the sense of justice out of the whole incarnate crew from the army. His sense of justice was to punish the wicked and free them for their sins. But as he became an incarnate, that sense of justice turned into all crimes are equal mentality. And if you're trying to understand that mentality, that means that hey, no matter what kind of sin you did, if you do it, he's going to kill you. Now, they showed a little bit of past events with him when he came back to the town, and he was trying to stop the boy from still committing with his thuggish ways and stealing. But however, one thing turned to another, and as the boy probably went to go strike Topher pretty much at that point defended himself, but at the same time he killed the boy. In that sense, his mind warped even further into the point to where we got the girl we know today, which he just murdering folks. Mainly, but in the real recent murders, he was murdering women that was on the street, pretty much at that point in time, prostitutes. But it's wrong. No matter if you murdering prostitutes or not, it's wrong. It's not right to do, and that's where Hank stepped in. At first, he thought it was Kynes that was doing it, but he pretty much was the captain, so he knows how all his subordinates operates and everything, and that's how he figured out it was Topher. Now, in the midst of this, him and Elizabeth come across this young guy who pretty much his mother was murdered by Topher, in which he wanted revenge. Now, of course, you see him, steal through an episode. He even took Elizabeth's gun to go fight Topher, and almost getting killed. And Elizabeth almost getting killed. Hank went to go fight him. He almost getting killed, but he ended up killing his boy Topher, giving him the sense that he upholded justice all the way to the end. He told him that Hank was sinful and that he was a criminal, and to give his mind ease, Hank agreed with him. I was like, okay, and put him out of his misery. But then right after that, you got to see Kynes and his little girl take Elizabeth as he approached the scene, as Hank is unable to kind of react very well due to him getting poisoned. Well, not poisoned, more so paralyzed by the spider chick of his previous platoon. I forgot her name, so maybe I definitely will mention it when the next episode come out, but definitely forgot her name. But other than that, that's where the episode laid off. And this episode was kind of interesting to say the least, because not only for what I mentioned about the episode in my review, there was also a time where Hank and Elizabeth was talking about Hank's past. So it was like a little flashback. So at this point, I'm enjoying the pacing of this anime, because now you kind of diving into a little bit more personal with Hank. He kind of opened up to Elizabeth in a way, and it's moving her. She still hate the fact that he's going around killing these his previous subordinates, but she kind of understands the fact that it may be the only way. He still give him the satisfaction upon death, but it's his only way of making sure that we give these people the peace that we promised them when we joined the army. It happens. That's the kind of sacrifice that anyone could go through. Their mind gets warped, and they may not come back the same person. Even in our day and age time, people go to the army, whatever they seen could trauma them, and they don't know how to deal with it. People refuse to deal with them. There you go. That's for you people who not liking it, you're not understanding. Relate to it in our day and age and time, and relate to the anime. You can see how this makes sense and how moving this can be, and definitely I'm still loving it. But other than that, just want to thank you guys for definitely tuning in. Leave a like about the video, leave a comment about this episode, because I definitely things are starting to pick up. Let me know if you liking the way that Hank is handling things. But other than that, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. Other than that, my name is AshTheMan, and I'm out. Peace.